everyone, I'm Nadine and welcome to Bookish Nook. I'm about 200 pages into Never Fade by Alexandra Bracken, so I figured I would do a tag video in between my review. And I decided to do the 7 Deadly Sins tag. I wasn't tagged by anyone, but this tag really intrigued me, so I wanted to do it. So the first deadly sin is greed. The first question is, what is your most inexpensive book and what is your most expensive book? So my most inexpensive book is The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo by Stieg Larsson. I picked this up at a farmer's market in town for 50 cents. And my most expensive book is my copy of The Tales of Beetle the Bard by J.K. Rowling. I paid $100 for this baby. And when it first came out, I was so upset that we wouldn't be able to get a copy of it because J.K. Rowling had only made a few copies. And then Amazon bought it and decided to make almost replica copies for $100. So I just had to get it. Now, I'll show you guys what's inside. And since I've got it, no one has touched it with their bare hands yet. And I this really weird rule about I'm not even allowed to touch it. So alright, so you open the massive book, and you have a folder with all the pictures that are in the book on like bigger papers. I haven't really opened that, just in fear of denting them. Okay, so then I take this out. It comes with a beautiful little case with J.K. Rowling's signature signed on it. Okay, now, this baby is absolutely beautiful. Here we go. It is an exact replica of the original. It has the little skull on it, and everything is sort of pushed out. So you open it, and here we go. It has a replica of J.K. Rowling's handwriting in it, and then all the replicas of her drawings and the actual tales themselves. Here is an example of her drawing. I've read all of them using this, and it took me a while to read it because I was using gloves and I didn't want to ruin it. So that's my most expensive book. The next sin is wrath, and that question is, what author do you have a love-hate relationship with? This one actually took me a little bit to figure out because I don't really have an author that I love and hate at the same time, I guess you could say. Although I did come up with Sarah Shepard, who is the author of the Pretty Little Liars series. And this book and the ones after that in particular. I loved the first 8 books. I picked them up after I started watching the TV show, and it's just this fantastic, creepy joyride where you have no idea what's going on. And then the series concluded really nicely in the 8th book, and then she decided to come out with this one and the ones after it. And I sort of gave up after I can't even remember, Pretty Little Liars or Pretty Little Lies, and I just that's enough because it's gotten ridiculous, so I'll just stick to the show. The next sin is gluttony, and the question is, what book have you deliciously devoured over and over again without shame? And that is Catching Fire by Suzanne Collins. This is my absolute favorite book in the trilogy. I don't know why, I just love it. I read it twice last year. I just can never get enough of it. So I will always love this book. I think this is probably one of my favorite books after the Harry Potter series, so it's up there. So the next sin is sloth, and what book have you neglected reading due to laziness? And that would be my copy of Ray Bradbury's stories. So it has The Martian Chronicles, The Illustrated Man, and The Golden Apples of the Sun. I read Fahrenheit 451 over the summer, and I really wanted to give The Illustrated Man a try, as well as The Martian Chronicles, because I heard some great things about it. And I don't regret getting this because it's absolutely beautiful. It's so big and daunting, and it's awkward to hold. So to read something from this is going to be a little tricky. But yeah, this is what I have neglected to read due to laziness. The next deadly sin is pride. And which book do you talk about in order to sound like an intellectual reader? And that is Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte. I actually really did like this book. It took me a little bit to get used to the writing, but I really did enjoy this book, and I do kind of talk about it when I want to impress someone. The next deadly sin is lust, and that is, what attributes do you find most attractive in a male or female characters? And to begin with, in male characters, I really like a humorous character, one who's loyal, one who knows how to have fun but be serious when the time matters. And more physical traits, I like the tall, dark, and handsome. For females, I definitely, I guess I don't care about physical attributes. I do care about strength and independence in a character. For the final sin, it's envy, and what book would you most like to receive as a gift? And the book that I want to receive as a gift isn't a book, it's a set, and that is a Harry Potter set. I have sort of a mix-match between hardcovers and then different covers, so I really like the UK covers, so I want a hardcover matching set of the UK Harry Potter books, because they are fantastic. So those were my books that match the 7 deadly sins. I tag the book junkie. So thanks for watching. Bye!